Luke Skywalker never saw the Force move like this before. One moment, he stood before the world between worlds, hearing voices from every age of the galaxy. The next, light swallowed him whole. When the storm ended, he fell hard onto sand under a burning Tatooine sun. For a few stunned seconds, Luke could not breathe. Twin suns. Mos Espa, in the distance. A Padracer engine screaming somewhere beyond the cliffs. He knew this place. He knew this time. R2-D2 beeped in panic beside him, dragged through the same impossible gate. Luke rose slowly and stared at his gloved hand. The Force had done the impossible. It had sent him back. Years before the Clone Wars, before Darth Vader, before the Empire. He had one mission now: save Anakin Skywalker. But the plan already felt dangerous. Luke remembered every warning. Change the past too much, and the future could shatter. Save Anakin too early, and Palpatine might choose another path. Fail, and millions would still die. Worse, Luke might never be born at all. Still, he moved. By nightfall, Luke reached the edge of Mos Espa and watched the slave quarters from the shadows. There he was, Anakin Skywalker. Small, restless, full of light. A boy with grease on his hands and stars in his eyes. He laughed as he carried parts back home, unaware that the fate of the galaxy walked with him. Luke's face tightened. This was not Darth Vader. Not yet. This was only a child who wanted freedom, a mother, and a future. Then Luke felt it, cold and sharp. A dark presence touched the Force like a blade across glass. Somewhere, Palpatine had felt the change, and as Anakin looked up into the sky, Luke realized he was no longer the one searching for Skywalker. Equals, somewhere, Palpatine had felt the change. And Luke was not the only one hunting the future anymore. Luke did not approach Anakin as a Jedi. He could not risk that. If Qui-Gon Jinn, the Jedi Council, or worse, Darth Sidious learned who he was, the timeline could split apart before he had a chance to save it. So Luke became a drifter, a quiet mechanic with a hood, a fake name, and a calm voice that made people trust him. He found Anakin in Watto's shop, buried under broken parts and impossible dreams. The boy noticed him at once. Luke asked simple questions. About engines. About racing. About freedom. Anakin answered with the same fire Luke remembered from Vader's final moments. The same hunger to protect the people he loved. That was where Luke started. Not with prophecy, not with the Force, with Shmi. Over the next few days, Luke returned again and again. He helped repair parts, slipped credits to struggling traders, and quietly blocked one beating from a cruel guard before Anakin ever saw it. Small changes, careful changes. He showed Anakin that strength did not need anger, that fear did not need to rule every choice. Anakin listened, more than Luke expected. Soon, the boy began asking questions of his own. How do you know so much? Luke only smiled. I made mistakes. I'm trying to do better. But every step forward sent ripples through the Force. Shmi felt hope where there had only been survival. Watto grew suspicious. And far across the stars, a dark mind turned its gaze toward Tatooine. Then the next shock arrived. A Jedi cruiser entered orbit early. Qui-Gon Jinn had come sooner than he was supposed to. And as Luke looked up at the evening sky, he understood the terrible truth. The future was already changing faster than he could control, and something darker was coming with it. Qui-Gon had arrived too soon, and Luke knew the next choice could save Anakin, or ruin everything. Qui-Gon Jinn's early arrival should have helped Luke. Instead, it confirmed his worst fear. The timeline was shifting faster than he could guide it, and someone in the dark was pushing back. On Coruscant, Senator Palpatine sat in silence as the Force trembled around him. He felt a strange presence near the boy on Tatooine. Not a Jedi he knew, not a Sith rival. Something older, familiar, dangerous. Whatever it was, it threatened the path he had spent years building. So Palpatine acted early. He sent hidden agents toward the Outer Rim with quiet orders. Watch the boy, track the Jedi, and report any outsider who took special interest in Anakin Skywalker. At the same time, he began shaping the next step of his trap. If the Jedi reached Anakin sooner, then Palpatine would reach deeper. He would not wait for the Clone Wars to bind the boy to him. He would begin with trust. Back on Tatooine, Luke saw the pressure building from every side. Qui-Gon watched Anakin with growing belief. Watto guarded his prize more closely. Shmi sensed change in the air and feared what it might cost. And Anakin stood in the center of it all, excited, curious, and torn between hope and fear. Luke tried to keep him steady. He warned Anakin against rushing toward power. He told him that the greatest heroes were the ones who stayed kind when the galaxy gave them reasons not to. Anakin listened. But then he asked the question Luke had dreaded. "Have we met before?" Before Luke could answer, a transmission reached Mos Espa. A senator from Naboo had taken interest in the gifted slave boy and wished to speak with him after his freedom was won. Luke's blood ran cold. Palpatine was not waiting in the shadows anymore. Sidious had made his first move, and Luke knew the next battle for Anakin's soul had already begun. Luke tried to stay focused on the mission, but the mission was changing him. The more time he spent with Anakin, the harder it became to see only the future Darth Vader. He saw the boy's kindness. He saw his fear. He saw the same need for love that had followed Anakin into every stage of his life. Anakin now trusted him. He waited for Luke after long hours in Watto's shop. He asked about stars, ships, and places beyond the desert. He even laughed more. For the first time in years, Shmi saw her son act like a child instead of a slave trying to survive. That should have made Luke hopeful. Instead, it filled him with dread. Every kind word he gave Anakin pulled the timeline further away from the one Luke remembered. If Anakin never became Darth Vader, then Leia might never hide the Death Star plans. Obi-Wan might never die on the Death Star. The rebellion might rise in another form or not at all. And if Anakin's path changed too much, Luke himself might never be born. The thought hit him like a blade. Saving his father could erase his mother. It could erase Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. It could erase every step that led to his own life. That night, Luke stood alone outside the slave quarters, staring at Tatooine's twin suns as they sank into darkness. R2 gave a low, worried whistle. Luke said nothing for a long time. Then Anakin walked out and handed him a small metal part from a pod racer engine. "For luck," the boy said. Luke took it with shaking hands. He wanted to tell him everything. He wanted to say, "I'm your son." But before he could, the Force turned cold. Somewhere nearby, a new ship landed in silence. Luke had changed too much already. And now, someone else had come to claim the future first. When Qui-Gon finally brought Anakin to Coruscant, the Jedi expected the same frightened, gifted slave boy the Force had shown them before. Instead, they found someone different. Anakin was still young, still emotional, still full of questions. But now he carried a quiet confidence the Council did not understand, and that difference made them uneasy. Luke stayed hidden in the city's lower levels, moving through crowds and old supply routes, while R2 kept watch. He could not walk into the Jedi Temple, not yet, but he still found ways to reach Anakin. Short messages, brief meetings, simple advice. Breathe before speaking, listen before fearing, protect, do not possess. The change showed almost at once. During his first tests, Anakin did not beg for approval. He did not shrink under the Council's cold eyes. When Mace Windu warned that fear lived inside him, Anakin answered with calm honesty, "Fear is real. That does not mean it has to rule me." The room went still. Yoda felt the shift. Ki-Adi-Mundi frowned. Even Qui-Gon looked surprised. This was not the boy they expected to shape. This was a boy already learning to resist being shaped. That worried the Council more than anger ever could. They began asking quiet questions. Who had spoken to him on Tatooine? Why did he distrust easy promises? Why did he speak of compassion with such certainty, yet look at the temple like a prison? Then Anakin made the mistake Luke feared most. He defended his mother openly. He said the Jedi way should not ask him to stop loving people. If love is the problem, he said, then maybe fear is what really needs to change. Now suspicion hardened into concern. The Council did not see wisdom. They saw influence. Now the Masters watched Anakin, and Luke felt trapped. The Jedi were no longer studying Anakin alone. They were starting to search for the hidden hand changing his destiny. Palpatine did not attack Anakin with anger. he attacked with patience. Once the boy entered the Jedi Temple, the future Sith Lord changed tactics. He stopped reaching from a distance and began planting doubts from the center of galactic power. Through careful whispers, false reports, and quiet meetings with Naboo's young hero, Palpatine built a trap around both Anakin and Luke. Luke felt it closing fast. The Council was watching Anakin. Sidious was circling him. And now, strange accidents began to follow anyone who came near the boy. A temple archivist who asked too many questions vanished. A messenger carrying one of Luke's secret notes was found unconscious in an alley. Someone knew there was another hand shaping Anakin's path. Then Palpatine made his boldest move. He arranged a private meeting with Anakin inside the Senate district and filled the room with warmth, praise, and easy understanding. He spoke of destiny, of unfair rules, of the pain of being feared for gifts others could never match. Anakin listened, unsettled but curious. Palpatine was saying exactly what the Jedi refused to say. Luke arrived too late to stop the conversation. He stepped from the shadows as Anakin turned. Shocked, Palpatine did not flinch. He only smiled, like he had been waiting for this moment all along. "Ask him who he is," the senator said softly. Anakin looked between them. Luke saw it in his eyes. Trust breaking, fear rising. The lie could not hold anymore. So Luke told the truth. Not all of it, but enough. He said Anakin would become Darth Vader if he followed fear, and that Luke had come to stop it. Silence crushed the room. Then Anakin stepped back, pale and shaking, while Palpatine's smile widened at last because the boy had just seen his own darkness. Luke had finally revealed the truth. But instead of saving Anakin, he may have shown Palpatine the perfect weapon to use against him. Anakin stood still in the dim apartment, Luke's warning pounding harder than the traffic far below. The boy had spoken of fire, betrayal, and a future where love became a prison. For one terrible moment, Anakin did not see a stranger from tomorrow. He saw his son older, wounded, and carrying the ashes of everything Skywalker was meant to protect. Fear hit him first. Padme was still dying inside his mind. Every vision, every nightmare, every promise from Palpatine pressed on the same wound. The Chancellor had spent years shaping that fear into loyalty, but Luke's voice cut deeper than any Sith whisper. Palpatine had never offered peace. He had only offered panic, then sold power as the cure. Anakin closed his eyes and reached into the Force, not for strength, for truth. He searched Luke and found no deception, only grief, only love, only warning. Then the doors opened. Mace Windu entered with the Jedi Masters, blades ready, eyes fixed on Chancellor Palpatine. The moment had returned, but the future was no longer the same. Palpatine rose slowly, his smile thin and cruel. "Skywalker," he said, "remember who can save your wife." Anakin looked at Padme's hollow, then at Luke, then at the man who had poisoned his life. This time, he chose differently. His blue blade ignited beside Mace's purple light. Palpatine's calm finally broke. Lightning burst from his hands. Glass shattered. Statues cracked. The office became a storm of fury and burning power. Anakin drove forward with fear, love, guilt, and hope, fused into one clear strike. And as Sidious screamed and the chamber shook, Coruscant itself seemed to hold its breath, waiting to see which destiny survived. For the first time, the Sith did not see a slave. He saw the chosen one. Palpatine's office was no longer a chamber of politics. It had become the edge of history. Lightning clawed across the walls. Glass rained onto polished floors. Mace Windu pressed forward with savage focus, his purple blade locking the Sith in place. Beside him, Anakin Skywalker finally stopped hesitating. For years, fear had ruled every choice he made. Fear of loss, fear of death, fear of failing the people he loved. Sidious had fed that fear, shaped it, and turned it into a chain. But Luke's warning shattered it. Anakin saw the truth now. The Empire began with his surrender. He roared and drove his blade into the fight. Sidious twisted away from Windu and met Anakin head-on. Red and blue crashed together. The dark side blasted through the room like a storm front. Statues split. The great windows burst apart. Coruscant's night air screamed into the office. Luke did not stand back. He moved fast, pulling a fallen desk with the Force and hurling it at the Chancellor's flank. Palpatine slashed it into burning fragments, but that heartbeat of distraction gave Windu space. Mace struck low. Anakin struck high. Sidious staggered, and for the first time, looked afraid. "You would destroy everything," Sidious hissed. His voice dropped its mask. No kindly mentor remained. No patient leader, only a cornered monster. He fired a wall of Force lightning straight at Luke. Anakin turned without thinking. He caught the blast on his blade, teeth clenched, boots sliding across the floor. The pain was real. The heat was unreal. For one blinding second, he felt Mustafar before it ever happened. He saw what he had almost become, a black shape, built from rage and regret. Then he pushed forward, not as Vader, but as Anakin Skywalker, Jedi Knight, husband, and father. Together, the three of them crushed Sidious's defense. Windu hammered him with disciplined fury. Luke attacked with desperate speed. Anakin broke the pattern with raw instinct. Their blades flashed in tight circles of purple, green, and blue. Sidious gave ground step by step until the edge of the broken office loomed behind him. Then Palpatine changed tactics. He smiled. Even bleeding, even trapped, he smiled. With one hand, he sent a pulse through the Senate district. Somewhere below, hidden signals woke in silence. Order 66 had been armed for this instant. Clone commanders across the galaxy received the command that would murder the Jedi in 1,000 places at once. Luke felt it before anyone spoke. He looked up, horror flooding his face. He sent it. The words hit harder than lightning. Anakin did not freeze. At last, he understood the war. Sidious never built one trap. He built 10,000. Killing the Sith Lord was not enough now. They had seconds to stop an empire already moving. Mace lunged for the kill, but Anakin made a different choice. He cut off Palpatine's sword hand, then drove his shoulder into the Sith and slammed him to the floor. Luke reached the command console. Sparks exploded beneath his fingers as he tore panels free with the Force. R2's distant scream echoed through the comm line, slicing into locked systems. Across Coruscant, clone transmissions began to stutter. On distant worlds, some orders arrived broken. Some arrived late. Some did not arrive at all, but not all. The trap was wounded, not dead. In the temple, Jedi guards looked up as friendly soldiers suddenly raised rifles. On Kashyyyk, Yoda stopped walking. The future trembled. Palpatine laughed through blood. "Too late," he whispered. "The Republic is mine." Anakin knelt over him, anger boiling hot again. One strike could end it. One strike could avenge every lie. But Luke stepped closer. "If you kill him in hate," he said, "you give him the ending he wants." The warning held. Anakin breathed once, then twice. He shut down his blade. It was the hardest act of his life. Windu understood at once. The Master raised his weapon and severed Palpatine from the Force with a precise strike through the Sith's hands and spine. Sidious collapsed, alive, screaming, powerless, and forced to face justice. That single mercy changed the galaxy. A dead Chancellor could become a martyr, a mystery, a legend shaped by loyal hands. A living Sidious could be exposed. Recordings were seized. Secret vaults were opened. Names spilled out. Masa Meta, Sly Moore, hidden cultists, banking allies, officers tied to a coming purge. The Empire began to die unborn. But victory did not bring peace. Temple alarms howled. Fires rose in distant sectors. Clones were still turning. Some Jedi were already dead. And far beyond Coruscant, on a volcanic world Anakin had never seen, the Separatist Council waited for Darth Vader to arrive. Instead, they heard a new message from Obi-Wan Kenobi, saying the war was not over. The Sith had fallen, but the galaxy was still burning. And as Jedi across the stars fought to survive the broken order, Anakin realized the truth. Saving the Republic was only the first battle. Now, he had to rebuild it.